Hey, it's Eric with RegFox, and in this video, I'm going to show you our attendee app that you can use for your event. And this is a perfect solution for your attendees who want to maybe review the event schedule, possibly build personalized schedules, network with other attendees, and also interact with vendors and sponsors. And the great thing about this app is you don't need to be a developer. All the tools you can do just by yourself and will give you incredible functionality out of the box. And so no matter if you have a simple event or a complicated event, this app will work for you. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you how to set it up and how to configure all the settings. So I'm going to go over here to Attendee app and hit Get Started. Now the first setting here is to enable the Attendee app. Now when you turn on the Attendee app, what this is going to do is this is going to add a banner to the confirmation page in emails letting your registrants know there's an Attendee app that they can use for your event. And even if you haven't set up a schedule or anything else, they can start to build a personalized profile. And so you can turn this on or off if you want attendees to start interacting with your event app before your event starts. Totally up to you. Next is going to be the event logo. And so we can go over here and grab the Dunder Mifflin logo. That's going to upload, and now that's going to brand my entire app. So your event app is totally branded for you, and it's going to look like your organization for all the users. Then down below here, we can choose what we want the welcome screen to look like when people log into the app. And so this is going to have some custom text, and this editor will allow you to add custom images, maybe embed videos, whatever you want, but this entire screen will be set for when people log in. So if you want to show upcoming sessions and sponsors and exhibitors, you can leave those checked. And as you go through, you just hit save as you go. And so that is how you can start to build the app. Let's go over to the schedule here, and this is where we're going to build our overall event schedule. Now I want to draw your attention to an option here, which is if we look at our registration page, we offered a few different sessions that are available when you register. So what's great about the app is that you can have both a combination of new sessions people can choose, or you also can align them to existing sessions they might have pre-registered for. It totally is up to you. So in this example, we had a few breakout sessions that people could select to attend during registration. And I'll show you how you can automatically include those exact sessions inside the Attendee app, but you're not limited to this. So if you have things and experiences you want to schedule that surpasses and expands past this, no problem. You're going to build the entire event schedule inside here, and then all of your attendees can review that. So let's talk about building your event schedule. We're going to build the entire agenda here using this screen, and people can begin to personalize it depending on their sessions and needs and interests. So what we're going to do is hit add session, and this is going to give us a bunch of different session types. And so you have things from main sessions and keynotes and plenaries and Q&As. We try to give you a whole bunch of common session types in here. So let's look at maybe a main session, and maybe the main session is going to have a certain title, a start time, end time, location, and then you're going to add in your different details in here. You also can add images if you like and set capacity restrictions, but maybe a main session doesn't have any capacity restriction because it's going to be available to everybody. But let's say you had certain session types that would have a certain restriction, then people in the app who are going to choose it, it would govern that capacity for them. And so you can offer certain restricted experiences, and people, when they choose to attend it, it's going to start to fill that capacity. And similarly, you can choose who can see the session. So maybe for the main session here, we want it to be available to everybody, but if you wanted to restrict who can see the session, you can use the registration options field and filter it down to who can see this option and also choose to attend it. So really powerful and flexible for that. You also can choose different sponsors if you want. So I'll show you how to add sponsors, but you can include them here. And then to do additional embeds, where if you wanted to embed additional content, links and other things into the session details page, you can add that here. Under the additional settings, we have additional options here as well. So this automatically add to schedules is really awesome because let's say for a main session, we want this to be automatically added to everybody's agenda. So if the opening session is at 9 a.m., great, we're going to choose this and add it automatically to everybody's personalized schedule. So when people see their personalized schedule, they can then automatically have this session included. And that's really helpful for people to automatically see that there. If you have related sessions, maybe there is a main speaker for main session and then he's doing breakout sessions, you can link those here as well. And so you can have a main talk and that given speaker might have a Q&A or experience or fireside chat. You can link all those together using that option here. Now the replay embed code here, this is helpful for when you want to offer the event app post-event. And maybe you have recorded sessions for this exact main keynote here and you want to include the video replay of it so people can come back to the app and they can review the session here. So that is how that session type works, but also in here as well, you can also have the different lunch breaks and free times and intermissions. So you can build not only the main content sessions, but also the scheduled items such as these breaks and meals. Then you have these blocks of time, and these blocks of time would work really well for when you want to say, have a couple hour window, and there's multiple experiences inside that window, and you can have this kind of grouping of experiences. So the most common ones are breakout sessions or networking sessions, exhibitor demos, and so you have these notions of those blocks of time. And I'll walk you through how all these work as well in a moment. I'll do some sample sessions for all of these types, but this gives you an idea of the kind of sessions that you can build into your schedule. So closing this out here, let's go over to sponsors and exhibitors. And here we can add a new company and we can choose whether it's a sponsor or exhibitor. So let's do like a sponsor, we'll call it Dunder Mifflin. And so we can go continue. And here we can add an administrator. So if you want to invite people to add their profiles themselves, you can invite them right here and they'll have access into it. Or you also can just do it for them. So if you want to do a full service build for them, you can do all of this for them if you like, or maybe just do part of it and just get them started. So you can upload their logos, add their company details here, short descriptions, website, email, phone, social profiles. And then down here, we have a whole lead retrieval area. So you have a section to where if people interact with the sponsor or exhibitor profile, they can see why they might want to interact with them and then a call to action button. So for example, for here, you could say, connect with us and you'll be entered into win a raffle. And so maybe the button says enter raffle and here is the success message. And this says, great, we'll let you know once the raffle winners have been announced. So you can do that there and it's a really awesome way to give that easy lead retrieval to your sponsors or exhibitors. Now the difference between sponsor and exhibitor is that when they're also marked an exhibitor or one or the other, they then can be listed in the schedule agenda item as one of the exhibitor demos. And so this is a way for you to sell additional exposure to exhibitors and people can add that exhibitor demo to their schedule and be listed directly as a company. So, and I'll show you this here again in a second with some examples. Then the last thing on here is the custom page. And so this allows you to have a custom page inside the app that allows you to describe different details, location, directions, accommodations, things like that. Whatever you want to use this for, you can do that. So that's the basic makeup of the attendee app. Again, you have a welcome screen and the basic setup here. We then have our schedule. We have a directory of our sponsors and exhibitors here. And then we also have a custom page. So I'm going to take a few minutes here and I'm going to go fill this out and I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like being fully completed. All right, so I've spent some time going through here and building fictitious companies and agendas so I can show you what a full featured attendee app would look like from start to finish. So let's go over some of my fake examples here. For Dunder Mifflin, we have a paper conference. Welcome screen, we have the welcome message embedded video. We're also going to show upcoming sessions, sponsors, and exhibitors. Then under the custom page here, I have our exhibitor map here and also a embedded map for the hotel that's included in there. And it'll be called Maps and Location. That'll be in the app. For the sponsors and exhibitors, I've gone through here and I've added a bunch of these in here as well. We have a mix of some sponsors, some exhibitors. If I go ahead and hit view on one of these, you can see exactly what it looks like. We have the profile, the contact information, the bio, and then that lead retrieval where you can customize that kind of intro greeting and then a button and then a success message there. And so each one of these has their own. So that's Sabre there. Let's go back here. Let's go here and look at Woof. Woof is a sponsor and an exhibitor. Their call to action for the lead retrieval is to be the first to receive a beta access invite. And so that is the experience there. But on here, they also have some videos. I'll show you how I've added them as part of the exhibitor showcase in the schedule here in a moment, but this is the WOOF profile here. And then let's go up here to Dunder Mifflin. We saw briefly this one, but the logo, the details, enter to win a year's supply of free paper, all that is good, and here's our details. So if I want to add people to manage this, it's really easy. We go to this little icon here, and we can choose to add editors. And so I can add their name and email address in here. They'll get an email link to log in and start managing the profile. So everything that you saw in there, you can go through here and they'll have all of these controls to edit the information. So social profiles, lead retrieval details, links, videos, and more. So you can see how all that works. So that's pretty cool. So that is the sponsor and exhibitor profiles. So what those added, let me now take you through the schedule and I'll show you how I can integrate some of the companies into the schedule itself. So go to the schedule here. I have a 3-day conference. So I have the 17th, 18th, and 19th. In here we have the welcome main session by Michael Scott. And in here we have the details, the times. And as I go down here, again, I can restrict who can see this as part of their schedule. And I also can add sponsors in here. So maybe we want Dunder Mifflin and WOOF to sponsor that session. And so that is how you can pull all those in. So now when you view the details of the session, you'll see the links of those sponsor logos in there. I also, if I want for this welcome to the conference, maybe I want this to be automatically added on everybody's schedule. So I can go down here, hit additional settings, and I'm going to automatically include this on every person's personalized schedule. So it's a great way to automatically put that on people's personalized agendas. And over here in related sessions, you can see that I can see all of the different sessions available in the schedule. And maybe I want to relate other ones from Michael here. And so I can put related sessions there for people to find other sessions by Michael or the similar topic. So that is how you add sponsors in there. Again, all these are very similar as you go through here. You can, again, restrict capacity, restrict who can see it by registration options or sessions, add sponsors. So for Ryan, let's go ahead and add WOOF as a sponsor, and we'll save that like that. Let's go to day 2. In day 2, we have that block of time. And if you remember, when you added a session here, I can have these blocks of time. It allows you to have these groupings. So I added a block of time and added these breakout sessions. Now remember on my preview here, we had all these different sessions that people could pre-register for. And so if you wanted to automatically add these sessions into people's schedules, you would add them as a schedule agenda inside the app schedule, and then we're going to now map them together. So we're going to go over here. We're going to edit the humility and how I achieved it. We're going to restrict this by sessions, and here's that session there. And we're going to open up additional settings and have it be automatically added. So anybody who pre-registered for this will now automatically have it on their schedule. So we can do that for Dwight's session here. We'll restrict it to inspiring your subordinates. We'll also open this up and make sure that's automatically included. Looks good. And then secrets to positivity, we'll do that as well. Down here, we'll restrict it, sessions to there. And then we will make sure that it's automatically added there. So again, what that's going to do is it's going to automatically include those sessions to the personalized agenda for anybody who had selected these in their registration experience. So concluding down through here, you also can see I've added more main sessions, but also some other things like happy hour. And so inside here, you can see you can prescribe times and details and instructions and images, and even these breaks and happy hours and socials can be sponsored. So maybe we want this one to be sponsored by Monster. So every single agenda item, every break, every part of the schedule can have images, descriptions, sponsors, and related sessions. So that looks great there. And let's go to the 3rd day. And this is where we have the demo sessions. And again, this is a similar block of time where we want to have a showcase of specific exhibitors that are going to be showing. So we have this block of time, and then I can go here and add a session. And I can say this is going to be a demo by a very specific exhibitor. And here I then choose which exhibitor is going to showcase their demo. So I can choose from here and say it's going to be Sabre. Here's the title, here's the time and description, here's the details and the image. And so this is a great way to showcase individual companies that might want to be highlighted in your schedule, and people can add those sessions to their schedule as well. So There you go. That's kind of an overview of a mock sample conference here. And again, this is fully featured. You don't have to go this complex or this wild, but I wanted to show you exactly how that all looks. So that should give you a pretty good idea of how to build your customized schedule and integration with sponsors and exhibitors. All that is good, and we are ready to go. So I'm going to go up here and hit publish. And so now my page is published and all my app is now published. So let's now go and walk through what it looks like to register as an attendee and build a personalized profile and walk through the whole entire app experience. All right, I'm ready to check out here. I have my registration completed. Let's give a quick review. I've got my individual registration details filled out here. I am attending 2 of these sessions. I'm going to pre-register for them, Humility, How I Achieved It, and also Dwight's session. I'm going to have that there, and then I've added a couple of products. I have my purchase protection enabled and enrolled, and then I'm going to hit submit. And so now here's my confirmation page. This is all great. And then here is where we have the inclusion of the mobile app. And so here I can learn about how to get most out of the event experience. I have a unique app code here, which I can enter directly inside my mobile app. I can download the app from the App Store or Google Play Store. And I also can start working inside the app from the web. And so if you want to have people start building their profile from the web, some people might choose to do that. They can click this link, and this is going to guide them into the process to onboard into the app. So people can get started from the desktop or from their mobile phone if they want before downloading the mobile app. And it's a great way to give you some optionality for all of those different ways. So I'll show you what this looks like. So the first thing is we need to authenticate that it's really me. So we're going to send me a link, and all I need to do is go to my email, click that link, and let me in. This is what that email looks like, a nice custom email that tells me that I have the event app. Now I can also click here and it'll drop me right into a web-based version of the app, which is awesome. Now, if I want to complete my profile, I can go up here, hit edit profile, and this is where I can insert all of my custom information. So I can broaden this out. I can include my online presence. I can include a bio. I can mention what I enjoy connecting about. All that is great. And I can add my industry and company details in here as well. I also can choose to hide my information from the public directory. So I can still complete my information, but as far as sharing my contact information, people have to get direct consent from that from the app. So I'm going to fill this out real quick, and I'll show what this looks like from the app next. All right, here we go. So I have my personalized profile filled out, and I could have done this from the app as well, but just showing you from the web interface here just for ease of use. But I have all my details, my phone number, title, company, handles for social media, personal bio, save and continue. And so what that does now gives me a summary of my own profile here. And so I can modify this if I like, I can change it, but now my personalized profile is complete. So this is a great use again, should you want to offer people the ability to build their profile before their event starts, but you also can see that your app works directly from the web as well. And up here we have the schedule, attendees, sponsors, exhibitors, we have all this stuff. All right, so let me show you the mobile app experience from the attendee. So I have the app open here, and I can download this from the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. And I open up the app, and it's going to ask me for the access code. So this is from my email confirmation, which was 694-616-283. And it's going to find me, and then it wants to make sure it is me. So it has sent me an email to now verify that it is me. All right, so here I am logged in as an attendee into my attendee app. I can scroll down. I can see what's going on right now. I can see that the conference welcome is happening live right now in the main ballroom with Michael. I can see the sponsors for that. It's already shown I'm attending. Scroll down further, I can see a quick glance at some sponsors and exhibitors. All that is cool. To use the app as an attendee, you have a handful of links under this hamburger menu up here. We can go to schedule. And here shows the upcoming event schedule for the event. So we have day 1, and we have all of our different details here. Here's day 2, Pyramid of Success. And if you remember, we automatically added certain items to my personalized schedule. And if I scroll all the way up here, we see the upcoming, but we also see the My schedule. So we see my personalized set of events that I'm attending. If you recall, we had pre-registered for the breakout session with Michael, the humility and how I achieved it. So what's nice is it's already there, added into my personalized schedule. If I want to add additional things to my schedule, I can review all the details here. And let's say this session with Ryan Howard, if I want to attend, I can either choose to attend right from the summary screen there, or I can go inside here and choose to attend. And from that will now automatically add it to my personalized schedule. And you notice here we also have the add to calendar feature, where if I tap this, and it will automatically add it to my calendar on my phone, which is pretty awesome. So now I'll get reminders for upcoming sessions. Going back up here under the menu here, we have also an attendee roster. And from here, I can look at different people who are attending the event. I can scroll through here, find different people. Let's go into Toby's profile. I can see a quick summary of him. He hasn't filled out his profile quite yet, but if he did, you get the picture here of what's in there. To see an example completed profile, we can go down here, we can go to find me, and I fill out my profile. And so this gives you a quick glance at what it looks like to have a completed profile. And you can see all the details that I fill out on the web that's there. If I want to edit my profile, I can go up to the top right and I can go over to profile, look at my summary, and then hit the pencil icon to then edit all my contact information there. So if I did want to make a change while I'm as an attendee at the event, I can do that. So I cancel, get out of there. Going back up to the menu here, let's go over to sponsors. And here we have the different sponsors in here. If I want to view their profile, I just hit view more. And here's where we see that lead retrieval option. So here we can see an option to connect with them. So this might be to enter a raffle, might be to get a year supply of paper, join a beta, whatever I want. But from the app, if something looks interesting to me as an attendee, I can choose the Let's Connect. And now my information is shared with the other company. And so that is a pretty handy way to exchange the contact details there. Similarly, we also have for the exhibitors down here where I can go and view an exhibitor, view their profile. I can interact with them on here, or I can also see them in person and do a lead retrieval experience using the app as well, which I'll show you in just one second. The last link on here is the maps and location. And here we have the trade show floor. We also have the hotel information. So that custom page we had in there is available for me to see. On the top here, we see my scheduled profile. I can download a copy of all my saved contacts, both vendors and individuals, and log out. Now, if I want to do some networking on site, it's really handy and easy to use the bottom right link here that says my QR code. So tapping this, it will generate the QR code for people to scan from my phone and retrieve my information for further contact after the event. This is also the same QR code that we use for people's badges. So you can scan either from the phone, or if you have a printed badge with the barcode, you can use that. But what's handy about this is you just present this, and any of the other individuals who are using the same app can use that scan feature you see there in the middle, and they can use the camera to then scan the opposite person's QR code and exchange contact details. So that is how you can do the person-to-person lead retrieval for networking, but it also works from company to person and also person to company. So I'm going to hit scan here, and I have Dunder Mifflin on their app over there, and you see just right away it scanned it, and now my information has been shared with them and their information is shared with me. So our exchange is incredibly fast. And again, just to show you that one more time, to exchange information, you just hit that scan, go over there, scan their QR code, and now information has been successfully exchanged. So really, really handy and easy to use to exchange contacts while you're on site of the event. So that's about it for the Attendee app, and hopefully this is helpful for you to understand how to use the Attendee app and the different ways that it can help bring up the engagement for your attendees while on site. There's so much here. If you have any other questions, please reach out to our team. They would love to hear from you. I appreciate you watching this video. Hopefully this has been helpful, and I'll catch you on the next demo.